It's the new Red Green Show! And now I'd like to introduce you to the wisest, kindest, gentlest woodsman there ever was. But unfortunately, he was eaten by a bear 9 years ago, so instead, I'd like to introduce you to my uncle, Red Green!
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Well, I'm happy to announce we had kind of a breakthrough in our ongoing cash crunch up here at the lodge. We have decided to grow some of our own food.
Gardening? You're going to be gardening? That's excellent. Gardening's excellent. That's that's great. Because gardening shows get way better ratings than hunting and fishing shows or whatever this is.
No, Harold, we're not going to garden, okay? Men don't garden. My wife gardens, my mother gardens. Men don't garden. They farm, all right? It's the same idea, but you lose a lot more money.
Thought you said you wanted to save money.
Well, we will, Harold. We made a list of the food that we spend the most money on, and then we picked one out, and we're going to grow that.
Oh, so like fruits or vegetables or?
No. Beer nuts. Ranger Gord going to do a little step dancing for you, and Edgar Montrose is working tirelessly as usual. I'm going to do a little power gardening up behind the lodge, and good old Garth Harville is going to go out of control. There you go.
You know, Red, I cannot believe that beer nuts is the #1 expense at Possum Lodge.
Well, it isn't, Harold, but we don't know how to grow pizza.
Well, how about something like radishes or green beans or carrots, something that's easily grown?
Well, Harold, we want to grow stuff that we eat, all right? I mean, last year, our whole vegetable budget was $7. We ended up with a $6 surplus.
Okay, but you can't just plant one thing. It's not good for the soil. You got to rotate your crops.
Well, if that's like spinning your wheels, I think I'm doing that right now, thank you, Harold.
No, okay. Say, for instance, say I take a leak.
I'd rather you didn't.
No, I'm talking about like beans and leeks and cucumbers. You got to rotate your beans and leeks and cucumbers.
Oh, well, I'm all for that. Why don't you take a cucumber and rotate it, Harold?
And they wonder why the young people are leaving the farm.
Bill's going to be clearing a little bit of land for us for our garden, and he's got one of these chipper shredder units that takes everything and shreds and chips it. I guess that's how they got it. Well, the name is kind of a sensible thing there, and I hadn't really noticed that he was. I gotta get those brakes checked on the.
This is Edgar Montrose. You know, today's explosives are more powerful than ever. For example, there's a new kind of dynamite that can blow an entire tree over...
498, 499, 500.
Over 500 yards.
Okay, your daughter has just brought home her latest romantic conquest.
Another float in a parade full of losers.
And she's just said those 6 words you've been dreading ever since she started dating this doorknob.
What do you think of him?
Now be careful. She is your wife's daughter.
Oh, yeah, one false word, she could blow up just like her mother.
Even worse, she's younger. She's got more energy.
Oh, yeah. Now, you know that the guy's a deadbeat.
Even your dog doesn't like him.
You can't tell her that.
All right, so you have to lie, big time. You tell her you think he's a fine young man.
Say he's outstanding.
Respectable.
Really nice.
Tell her you want to spend more time with him.
Tell her you want to take him fishing.
Or tell her you want to take him to the launch meeting. She'll drop him in a flash.
She can't stand the thought of telling people that she's dating a friend of her father's.
Oh, there's something about a campfire that makes us all feel warm. Not just on the outside, but in many of our internal organs, it helps true friendships form. Oh, there's something about a campfire, the smoke, the smell are sublime, and it's really, really manly to burn up a forest one log at a time. Thought I'd use this week's Handyman Corner to do a little farming for all of you at home who see the sense in growing your own beer nuts. Now, of course, the most important part is picking the piece of ground to plant them. Don't plant them anywhere where people park their cars, especially if they got leaky gaskets. And don't plant them near a fire hydrant, and that really affects the taste of the nuts. They taste like pistachios. Now, the deal with nuts is that actually the nuts are the seeds of the nut plants. So to seed the nut plants, you got to plant the nut seeds. And of course, vice versa. All right, first thing you want to do is dig a hole about 3 inches deep. Just round that up. All right, no, that's fine, that's fine. You may find you need a full-size shovel. You don't want to give yourself the leverage. No shame in that. Oh, this is tough stuff here. All right, now, at this point, a lot of people would pick another piece of ground. But a lot of people aren't me. Not that bothers them. I figure I'm a man and this is dirt. Dirt does not tell me where to go. Everybody else does that. So if I've got the plan to put my seeds here, it's up to the spot here to adapt to my plan. You know, when the pioneers settled this great country of ours, they had to overcome obstacles like famine, drought, hard ground, expensive beer nuts. Did that bother them? No, sir. They tried to reason with the problem, tried to solve it in a peaceful way, but eventually, when push came to shove, they'd take their beer nut and they'd shove it into their customized BB beer nut planter. Just load her in there, fire her up. Let nature take its course. So remember, the women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. Hey, you know, maybe the people next door would like to have a beer nut tree of their own. That'd be neighborly. Hey! Sorry. Must be vegetarians. Stay tuned, we got some pictures to show you in Mail Call. Well, our first attempt at growing our food was not a complete success. Had all the equipment there, had the engines wailing away, had a road salter there to spread out the beer nuts. Winston had hooked up his septic tank to a Zamboni that was going to give us the fertilizer happening there, and had a street cleaner for irrigating the field, but the pressure from that thing was so strong it washed the whole field away, right down to the bare asphalt.
You know, Uncle Red, you can get topsoil down at Gracie's Garden Center and Video Store.
Yeah, sure you can, Harold, but it's $30 a bushel. Beer nuts are only $25 a bushel, okay? This is not economically viable, all right?
Well, you're gonna need topsoil. You know, maybe if you got everybody to wipe off their boots, you'd get enough.
Now, Harold, after dark, we're gonna take a little trip over to the golf club with a snow plow and a dump truck, Harold. We're gonna peel back about 5 acres on one of them par 5s there, take out a few tons of dirt and just lay her all right back down.
Well, I've heard of replacing your divots, but Uncle Red, you can't do that.
No harm there, Harold. It'll still be a par 5, just be a foot lower. Nobody will even notice once we hammer the cup down into the green.
Well, you know, you can always just make your own topsoil. Oh, yeah, it's real easy. Yeah, just get a composter. You take a bunch of fruit and vegetable scraps, you know, and some dirt, you throw it in there, and some worms, and bippity-bop-de-boop, there you go. You got grade A loam. And it's free.
Free, Harold?
Free.
Free?
Free. Economically viable.
Too often a person forgets about safety, and far too often that person is Buzz Sherwood. Yo, red guy! Hey, Harold, I owe you a noogie. Come here, Harold. Yeah. Oh, come on, Harold, for God's sake.
Man, a little dab will do you.
So, Buzz, what is the safety theme you got for us today?
Red, I'm going for a long-distance endurance flight, so safety is critical.
Oh, kind of a long-distance record you're going for, son.
Yeah. Now, I know I hold the provincial record for, like, biggest mid-air explosion and most flames in takeoff and landing.
Yeah, and you're the only pilot to ever land a plane on one pontoon, as far as I know.
When did I do that?
Last year, you brought her down in the sewer there.
Yeah, but this stunt, I'm doing on purpose.
Oh, Well, you certainly got enough stuff out here, Buzz.
Oh, I got everything, man.
Yeah,
I got the life jackets, safety first.
Absolutely.
I got extra fuel. Yeah. Hey, and check this out. You seen these? They're called maps. It's amazing. It's like, you look at it, and it's like a little picture of where you can go. Names on it and everything. Cool.
Wow. All right. So where are you going on this flight, Buzz?
Well, weather permitting, you know, safety first.
All right.
I'll be up at the crack of noon, and I'm going due east.
Oh, no, east is over this way.
Sorry, okay, right. So I'm going due east to Port Asbestos.
Oh, no, Port Asbestos. Now, that would be right down this way here.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Far out. Okay, all right. I'm flying in the direction of Port Asbestos.
Okay, and then what?
I'm gonna fly to Port Asbestos
Right.
and land non-stop.
That's only about 20 miles, Buzz. That's not going to be a long-distance record.
Oh, no, Red. I'm not going for a world record or anything.
Oh.
This is, I'm sort of going for a personal best here.
Oh.
This is Edgar Montrose reminding you that using just a little extra fuse wire is worth the expense. Give me another 30 yards.
It's mail call. All right, letter today comes from Fred from Fenland Falls, and he sent us some photos here. Harold, why don't you read the letter?
Okie dokie. It goes as follows. These are pictures from our fishing trip. Let's see, it's our family. The first one shows the 6 of us in our fishing outfits making silly faces. Next is our favorite fishing spot, Six Stone Ridge. The third photo shows our lunch, a half dozen open-faced sandwiches. And finally, our day's catch, 2 big trout and 4 bass.
Well, these are not the clearest pictures I've seen, Harold.
Well, I think that's the family of 6.
No, I think those are the 6 fish there.
What's all that green stuff? That's moss. Okay, well, that's the 6 stones.
No, that could be the lettuce on the open-faced sandwiches.
Well, aren't those eyes? Those are fish eyes, I think.
No, those are pimentos. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the, oh, no. Those are the fish. There's the fish over here.
Oh, yeah.
See, look.
Yeah.
Look, 2 trout, 4 bass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why are the trout wearing running shoes?
All right, well, thanks for writing, Fred. It looks like you had a great time on your holiday.
Either that's a dill pickle or Mom needs a nose job.